Hola, hola. How is it going, everybody? It is after a crazy blizzard, a beautiful Sunday here in Vancouver on Commercial Drive. I'm here at Better Kings, and I am joined with MC Kavi. How's it going?
Great. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm doing great. I'm getting nicely toasted right now, which is
Yeah.
lovely. How are you?
Well, what's the name of the strain?
Um,
The-
which one?
Strawberry something?
Strawberry Afghan.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. You
Yes.
guys should cop this stuff. Anyways, I'm doing really well. I feel great. I just had a little meal. And it is a beautiful day. I walked up and down Commercial.
Nice. Do you
For
come to commercial often?
yeah, actually, I record nearby. Yeah,
Nice.
it's
Good.
not
So
too
it's
far
kind
away.
of familiar for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. Awesome. So why don't you explain to my viewers who you are and what you do?
My name is MC Kavi. I'm a lyricist, a rapper from Vancouver, born and raised West Side in Kitsilano. And yeah, basically, I grew up as a hockey player, and that's kind of was my dream. And
Nice.
and actually, the day I turned 33, I kind of like I'd never rapped before, but I basically was sick of just working and living and doing shit
Right.
just for the
Right.
sake of doing it. So I was
Absolutely.
like, I'm gonna rap for 5 hours a day for 10 straight years, and so that's basically what I do now. Like
Yeah.
I rap, just kind of writing bars, practicing my stuff, getting out there, performing, meeting
Good.
people like yourself,
Making
and just
connections.
absolutely, yeah, and
Yeah.
smoking tons of weed.
Oh, it's the best. I feel
Mm.
like smoking the weed almost helps what everything else that you just said. Once you've smoked weed, it makes it so easy to do all those things that you just mentioned,
Yeah,
like meeting people and making connections,
yeah.
going places. So how long have you been doing this for? How long have you been a rapper
A
or an
rapper.
artist here in Vancouver?
4 years now. It's been four
Oh
years.
wow,
Yeah.
awesome.
So, I was actually a real estate agent before. That was the last kind of job that I did. I'd done several kind of jobs after university,
Mm-hmm.
but I never really understood why I was doing them. So, um, yeah, it's just been doing it for
So
four
that's
years,
so
and
that's
that's
recent.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
can you tell me maybe what kind of sparked you to do that, or something that maybe inspired you to become an artist?
Yeah. Basically, I'm a very spiritual person. I grew up in like a Hindu family, but more spiritual in the sense of just kind of understanding the self.
Right.
And so I went really inquisitive at a certain point around the time I turned 30, like 31, 32. I was just sick of like living and just kind of doing the cycle. And I always grew up playing hockey, and I wanted to be a hockey player, like professional. And I ended up playing in the U.S. in college, Arizona
Cool.
State University. Yeah. And then when I came back, I knew that was what I always wanted to do more than anything else.
Yeah.
So after that was done, I was like, this can't be it. There's got to be something else. So I went
There's
into
got
this
to be
like
more. This is what cannabis does to you. It makes you question, and I love that.
so I went, yeah, thank you. So I went inward. I like did this like hardcore 3 week solo like meditation. Basically, I meditated, wrote in a journal, and wrote a vision
Good for
for
you.
like 30 minutes a day, and I just didn't talk to my friends. I took time off work, and I literally just blazed, listened to music, and it was really crazy because at the end of 3 weeks I was reading my journals, which I had written, and even though I'd never rapped before, ever, never written a bar, never sang or anything, I actually forgot to tell you, my name Kavi is a Hindi word for poet.
Yes,
So
you did tell me that before,
yeah,
which is super cool.
so
I think that's very cool.
yeah, so I think it kind of all connected, and
So while you were in that sort of moment of trying to figure out what you were going to do, it kind of spoke to you
yeah,
that you wanted to write music, that you wanted to
absolutely.
be a rapper. So you were mentioning your journal. Were you maybe going back and rereading your journal and being like, whoa, like this is almost like a song?
Not necessarily that it was a song, but it was really, really eerie to read something that you had written about yourself that you didn't know about yourself. Does that make sense?
Yep,
So
100%.
like I'm sitting there, it's like you're gonna travel the world, you're gonna share your words and thoughts and your actions with people, and you're gonna inspire, and you're gonna do that through like poetry and like rhyme. And that was like
Absolutely.
all this stuff that was written in there, and I was like, holy crap, like it was just mind blowing to like actually be like, this all came from me, and I've
Yeah,
never thought about this like this,
that's super cool.
And so it really helped me. Thank you. It really helped me just be like, okay, this is it. So I've always been the person who like jumps in fully. So like when I played hockey, like that was my thing, and
You did it full force.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I always just kind of I try many things and I give that same effort, but as soon as I realize something's not for me, it's like literally dead to me in that moment, and I can tell.
Well, that's good. Why waste more energy and more time on something if you know deep down in your heart that that's not what you want to do, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's good. Not a lot of people have the what is the word I'm looking for? Self strength almost to do what you do. Just cut it right off. Nope. If it's not good for me, then I don't want to do it. It's hard for people to say that sometimes because I don't know. I feel like for me, I sit there and I think, well, what if and what if? I'm a big what if. Sometimes that's like a bad thing for me.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, just go with what is, right?
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. I think it's so funny. I think indecision, like say if you have a choice, people think, oh, I have choices, that means I have freedom. I actually think that if you don't have a choice, you have freedom. And so what I mean
Okay.
by that is, like if someone's like, yo, Kavi, let's go party or whatever, I'm like, sorry, I got to do my raps for today. Like for me, it's not a decision. Like there's no choice for me.
Yeah.
It's like I have to do this. I know this is what I'm supposed to do. So that's freedom for me. Whereas I used to think that freedom was having options, because you're like, oh, I'm free to choose this. It's like, no, you're only choosing because you're not sure of any of them. And so that's what I've kind of learned as well through like kind of
That's a
taking that
very,
action.
very interesting way of putting that. I've never had someone put that way to me. I like that. That's super cool. So we actually have some music that I'd like to share with you guys, so you guys kind of get a little bit of a feel on Kavi's music. So let's play the first video. Or yeah, it's just bars, is it not?
Yeah, it's
was
32 bars.
32 bars. Yeah,
It's,
let's play the 32 bars one.
It's called Bad Frequency.
I think it says solo session on it.
It's a Clockwork song.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. Let's play it.
Yo. Got some bars. It's your boy MC Kavi, the bar smasher. Clockwork. It's called Bad Frequency. Here we go. 1, 2, check it. I'm so sick, I'll slit your liver and sip the liquor that was sitting in there and never did get filtered. Told you I'm iller, it's also why I'm throwing these billiards. Hi, this is MC Kavi, who's known for using no fillers. Flow killer, eating souls when I feel like a cold dinner. A coke dealer? Nope, but I host shows like Joan Rivers. You're such a pussy, why else would you grow whiskers? My frozen style will make you shiver unless you're a snow gorilla. Your baby's so gross that you need to hire an ogre sitter. I cut foes with scissors while composing dope thrillers. Getting domes from your older sister for a bowl of glitter. These rhymes are so fat that they make your sofa thinner. Oh, and mister, go home so I can borrow your headphones and a chrome splitter to control the tones and mixer. I'm pouring lyrics like I own an emporium for scriptures. This vortex is getting moister than a horny lady's knickers. Poison spitter with a voice that spoils your innards. Destroying sinners with vigor, poise, and a rusty zipper. While rocking fluffy slippers like a bunch of comfy strippers. Sipping honey liquor and dipping in muddy rivers. Funny how everyone just runs to get money quicker, while I'm the number one convincer because my tongue is silver. Even when drunk from chugging Pilsner jugs and pitchers. Man, I'm such a fucking wizard. blizzard when I'm busting up these zingers. Strutting to the village in a button up, just to cut a rug. Sudden gushes from drugs flooding the blood. What a rush, like crushing Donald Trump with a dozen dump trucks. Then constructing bars with punches that leave you punks dumbstruck. Like getting struck in the stomach with nunchucks, right as your guts have come undone from a tummy tuck. Look at what he's done, a cumbersome medley erupts at its cusp, as though a couple honeys are conducting a rub and tug. Boom, MC Kavi, that's how we do it, that's that shit. Clockwork family right here, Volume 6, Jay Sands, Dirty Mike, Roz Mo.
Very, very talented.
Thank you.
Very, very talented.
Appreciate that.
I was just saying to Kavi that I find that it doesn't really matter how long you've been doing something. I find when it's a passion of yours to do something, whether you start doing it today or you've been doing it since you were yay high, I find that people are just going to knock it out of the park. You're just going to do it, and people are just going to love what you do because it's coming from the heart. It's like a passion of yours, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely. I'm like, man, you've only been 4 years. Are you sure? Like,
Well, I've been
big
listening.
props to you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been listening to hip hop since I was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
My brother used to play. I was just listening
Who's
to
some
what
of
he
your
listened to.
inspirations?
What I first listened to and my inspiration, I guess, for sure would be Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Woo for
The
children.
Alcoholics from the West Coast, they're really dope as well.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, The Chronic, Dr. Dre, that was like an album that was like huge for me. Like all those four of those like kind of crews were like
Yeah.
that's what I started with. But my favorite rapper ever is Big L.
Big L.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's just got the craziest bars and the multisyllabic flows and all that stuff. Huge
He's got the
inspiration.
flow that kind of catches your ear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
So
also-
speaking of crews, do you have any people or crews that you sort of roll with that I don't know, MC Kavi sort of
Yeah.
rolls with? Because
Yeah.
you know that's how artists work, right? They
Yeah.
always have their group of people that sort of
Yeah.
rep them and help promo them and all that stuff. Do you have sort of something like that for you?
Yeah, actually, my buddies and I, we're not just buddies, but we're also artists who are really
Yeah.
like working hard. We've formed Clockwork, which is the label that you'll see on the beginning and end of our videos.
Right. Okay.
So that's our crew. It consists of myself, Rosmo. Rosmo's an artist from Vancouver as well.
Okay.
It's actually his brainchild. Clockwork is his brainchild. It's his idea. It began.
Brainchild. I like that.
Yeah, and so, but we've all just kind of been working. We've hit open mics together. We became a crew, just in the sense of like keeping each other inspired. We are working together
Supporting
on
each
certain
other.
tracks and projects. We have a big project coming out
Nice.
on April 24th.
Ooh.
Yeah, 1 year from when Clockwork started.
Oh my God.
And there's
cool.
gonna be
So that's something that you
tons
guys can look forward
Tons of sick
to coming
music.
out from
Yeah.
MC Kavi and Clockwork is
Yeah.
a new project. like
And
that.
also my boy Dirty Mike. He's from the Yukon. He's also an amazing artist. He actually I record and mix at his place.
Okay.
And then there's a guy named Jamie Sands. He does our videos, our photography, helps us out with social media as well. Our boy Detour as well. He's a dope MC, also from East Van. He also did the artwork for Clockwork.
Nice.
He's a graffiti artist. So that's like the main.
You've got
clique.
a team, man. You've
Yeah.
got quite the team.
And we're
That's
it's
awesome.
Yeah, it's really moving, and yeah, it's like I can't even. It's crazy to think I used to sell houses like 4 years ago, and now this is what I do, and it's I couldn't be happier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. Life can change so drastically within a year. Like for you, within 1 year, you stopped selling houses and
Yeah.
started becoming an artist. Like that's crazy. I think it's really cool. I find, I don't know. I find when one door closes, another opens all the time. Even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment, it
Mhm.
always does.
Yeah.
It opened up really quietly, and you just haven't noticed it yet. That's all. Because I can see that you're doing
Absolutely.
what makes you happy. I can see that you're very happy with what you're doing now, and I don't sense any regret. I don't sense any like, oh, like maybe I shouldn't have been doing this or anything like that. You
Yeah.
seem like you're just going full blown ahead. It's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool movement.
So
to be
speaking
part
of Clockwork, you guys did your first music video together,
Mhm.
correct? And so this song is called.
Oh, for the next one coming
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
Okay, actually, no, this is different. So Clockwork, we do, we put on these ciphers, these videos that we've been putting on.
Okay. Okay.
And then the solo sessions would be an example of what I did. But what we're going to see next is actually a music video of mine from my mixtape. And
Yeah.
the song's called Cash Rules, and the mixtape's called Bar Smasher.
And it's from this first song on your new
Yeah.
mixtape. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's play that. I want everyone to hear that. And then we'll talk about your mixtape when we get back.
Word.
Sweet.
Kavi. Yeah. Whatever the sample is, it's got me rambling, using fists to jam your enamel till chiclets are dangling. I'm thicker than a camel skin saddle you ride your camel with, dark and cavernous like the center of an apple pit, but fabulous with no asterisks. Has got more bars than a factory for Twixes, consistent fixtures of lyrics giving listeners slip discs. Tisk tisk bitch, it must be kismet, call me Twizzler cause I'm twisted like the wrench of Mr. Fix-It. The rap plumber waking whack MCs from slumber by the number, chilly like the opposite of summer. The rap plumber waking whack MCs from slumber by the number, chilly like the opposite of summer. That's why I'm lighting up more trees than Christmas, laying out cheese with Triscuits. Geez Louise, this mischief is simply delicious. Have you wishing you could relive this slickness, but it's all fictitious like the tall tales of religions who train their minions to kill those who live and think different. While following a system and thinking they're individualistic, self-sufficient, but really just dependent little children, instead of feeling the intuition that sits within them. So I scissor kick them from Whistler to Kingston, then catch a return flight from Windsor back to Richmond, and disappear like an apparition who's battling a rap addiction, reappear with mad volition that puts you in a bad position. Acid dripping from the backs of cancer victims as fat cats get stacks off the pills they sellin', while filling the melons with illegitimate tellings that kill independence. They're really just legitimate felons. This village is hellish, so I mix dill with relish to give it some freshness, and shift perspectives to help lift the will of an oppressed collective with this impressive collection of sensitive records. And no sense of regret, just a notebook, pencil, or a pen. The rap plumber waking whack MCs from slumber by the number, chilly like the opposite of summer. The rap plumber waking whack MCs from slumber by the number, chilly like the opposite of summers. No wonder.
That was a sick beat.
Thank you very
That
much.
was a sick beat. A sick video. Great lyrics. Really, really, really like that beat.
Actually,
Who does that beat?
So that beat's not from me. It says I got it from someone online. But I basically just
Wicked beat.
yeah, their name is
You
Low
killed
Key.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you killed it. For
Thank you.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was awesome.
when I
And a
first
great
heard-
video.
when I first heard the beat, I just remember I was like I wasn't at home, and I heard it like on YouTube or whatever. I was on a bus or something. And I just like literally just got off the bus, like ran home and just started writing to it. I was
Yeah.
just like,
It's good. It reminds
you
me of
could
like a
just feel it.
Wu-Tang beat or
Yeah.
something. It's
Yeah,
very
it's got
good.
that
I
East
like
Coast,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, man, I like it. Very, very, very good. So that is the first song also off of your new mixtape that you just dropped in February.
So
correct?
it was
So
actually
just this month
no, it was actually
or
a year
last year.
ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
so February 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So how's that been going for you?
It's going really well.
Yeah.
I sold out all the copies that I bought.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. I'd never really like had a project. It's cool. It's like a record. Like when they say
Yeah.
put it on the record, it's like it's an actual record of what you've done. It's an interesting feeling to
Yeah, it must be.
have a CD. Yeah, because I just never you never think about those things. But like when I started rapping, I never thought of like all the things that you're gonna go through. I have certain kind of goals and visions and stuff that I like kind of think about and pursue, but you don't think about all the little things that kind of you're like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah. The little perks that come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so-
Experiences that you get to go through.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
And
quite a journey.
I have another project coming out in probably gonna be around May.
Okay.
It's always it's always hard to think of us to set a date. Ask any musician. It's something always comes up, and you always have to bump it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too much, but basically in May after this Clockwork compilation album, which will be
Right.
April 24th.
Okay.
May or just a little bit after that, I have a project coming out called Lucid Illusions, and it's my it's kind of basically it's a story about my journey from kind of like regular life into like kind of my passion.
Yeah.
And so it's a lucid illusion is kind of like a play on like the yin and yang
Yeah.
kind of thing, or black and white.
Yeah.
So
I like that. It's really cool. I look
Mhm.
forward to seeing this project coming out.
Yeah, it's a good one for
I
sure.
have a feeling it's going to be some fire stuff.
Absolutely. I've been playing some of the tracks around town at shows and open mics once in a while.
Yeah.
And
So do you guys host your own open mics and ciphers and stuff like that?
So the ciphers that we put on with Clockwork are the videos where we have 4 rappers,
Okay.
and we give them a beat and we get them to like they show up and they like we one take the whole video,
Right.
which is pretty dope. So everyone comes ready with their shit and they just bust to the beat.
Right.
So we've had 7 kind of volumes of those, and then we've also have been doing solo sessions, which is the first thing that we played of mine, the video, the one called Bad Frequency.
Yep.
So that was an example of our solo sessions.
Okay.
So we've got a bunch of rappers in Vancouver who've filmed them. We have a whole bunch kind of ready to kind of be released in a little bit.
Cool.
And so that's how kind of we do the ciphers.
Cool. You
but
actually you supplied me with a video actually of one of the ciphers.
I did.
Let's play that. I'd love to play that, and we can kind of get an example of kind of what you're talking about.
Perfect.
And you are the first artist on this first
Yep.
round of ciphers. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
I'm
Cool.
the first one
Awesome.
on.
What's going on? Clockwork, Cipher, Volume 3. It's your boy MC Kavi. I am the Bar Smasher. Check it out online. SoundCloud and shit. That's how we do it. 16s. It's common knowledge that I'll drop the hottest verse. It's a curse cause it stops me from solving the problems of the earth. This phenomenal urge to accomplish just hurts as I feel the beats about to switch into an ominous surge. Like my optics have blurred, though I'm already myopic. My DJ wouldn't scratch your disc, even if he had jock itch. Spewing so much English lately, they've been calling me topspin. Assaulting Mary Poppins with serious lyrical concoctions. The content is awesome, complex consonants with a conscious context. I guess God blessed me from the onset. That's why you could never bid on my skills at an auction. Leave you killed even when I'm left with a couple of other options. Cause I smother novices with fucking nonsense that's noxious and toxic, while intoxicating your mom with my sausage. Honest. And now I've sauntered over to Clockwork to blip hip-hop's radar as the dot to watch for on its Doppler. Fucking toddlers.
What up? Clockwork, what's good? Hey, let's get it poppin'. Big city up in here. Yeah. I'm like sunglasses and Advil. Last night was mad real, yeah. But now I'm back to the business. No, I gotta keep it moving. Yeah, I gotta get my cash still. They wanna step to this? They don't know I turn heads like the Exorcist. I'm extra sick. Who's next in this bitch? It's me though. All about my cheese, and I ain't talking about Cheetos. But when I say I ball hard, no, I'm talking about a free throw, smooth with the flow. If you don't know, now you know, so let's go. For real, who gon' stop me? I'm never quitting like Rocky. Hold it down like a fan of Canadian hockey. I'ma rhyme till I D-I-E. Just know I'ma grind till nobody have to CID. I only shine for the pay cause my style ain't free. It's one.
Yo, it's Rosmo. That Volume 3 shit. What up, Scythe? Talk to him. Okay. Talk is cheap. I thrift shop for speech until my pocket's deep. I'm ill like cough and sneeze. MC's exhausting me. Go ahead and pop the hood and see what's causing steam. Washer leak, vans in the shop for weeks. Honestly, your whole catalog's is weak. I just hit Scythe's line and I cop some heat. I'm not often cheat. But when I smoke, it's mad loud like a opera scream or a 38-man team SWAT police in pursuit from a robbery off Robson Street. No contest if I got between, so nobody caught the thief. Now he's walking free, just what happens when Ross competes. On my crew straight coffins beats, it's the clock machine. So take talk with me.
Hello. Yeah. Czech Republic to Canada. Wawa to Van City. Yeah. I keep it flashy for the cameras, Pro Tools for amateurs, screws loose, a wrench in your plan or some mechanic shit. Who knew? I be roundhouse to Van Damme and shit. They narrow minds, wide screening like panoramics. Yeah, the truth is in the blueprint. Nuisance in the